The following organizations have provided funding for this Into the Outdoors television series.
Next career day, we need an elevator mechanic, a catfish noodler, and a pet psychologist.
Oh, and a blacksmith and a blue angel and a concert flautist.
And a fence, a medium, and one retired astronaut.
Ladies, glad we're having a lively dialogue about our potential career paths, but you talked all the way through career day, which is inconsiderate, disrespectful, and rude.
Mr. Sherman, on behalf of my colleagues, I would like to issue a sincere apology to yourself, school staff, and today's guests. It won't happen again. Let's consider this a verbal warning.
I don't mind attention. I enjoy solitude.
Tempting, as though that may be, I think of a better plan that keeps you all alive, hopefully, and also broadens your proverbial horizons. The Wisconsin Department of Administration's Coastal Management Program has a career shadowing opportunity next weekend, and your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make your way to Milwaukee, where scientists are mapping Lake Michigan. And then it's off to Sheboygan, which is fun to say, to meet a crew of Shipwreck hunters who apparently have a very expensive robot. So remember, you break it, you buy it. Then you'll spend a day touring parks in Ozaki County. Weatherman says it's gonna be gorgeous. 3 days of sun surf and shipwrecks. What's not to like? Jacqueline and Diane, you'll be tackling that together.
Oh, wait, I don't get to go to the shipwrecks?
No, you do not. Pop quiz, hotshot. What is an estuary?
Oh, a very, very large bird.
Nuh-uh, it's a house where they keep birds.
It's the tidal mouth of a large river, where the tide meets the stream.
Bingo. Which is why our own intrepid Terry will venture to the frozen north of Superior, where you will connect with scientists studying water chemistry and investigating mysterious algal blooms. And then you're gonna get on a boat and look at wild rice. Should be a scream. That's for you. Ladies, I want you to take your video production equipment, record your adventure, cut that down to 8 or 10 minutes, and present it in class. Said presentation will be your final grade.
When?
1 week.
A week?
It's like surround sound. Yes, a week. And in that week, you will find that together, there is nothing you cannot accomplish. I believe in each of you. Good luck.
Now what are we gonna do?
Here's what I know. I will be meditating for the next 20 minutes. And then next weekend, I'm gonna throw you into Lake Michigan.
Oh yeah? You on what army, huh? That's right, I thought so. I'd like to see you try it. That's right, that's what I thought. And the horse you rode in on, buddy. You're gonna need a bigger boat. How do you like that?
Jack, this is Diane. You're officially a no-call, no-show. The punishment? Walking the plank. Call me back.
Hi, you must be Diane.
Yes, I am.
I'm Jeff, and this is John.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the School of Freshwater Sciences at UW Milwaukee. Why don't you come aboard? I'll show you what we're up to.
All right, I'm gonna try not to fall.
What we're doing now is we're setting up the side scan, so what allows us to kind of get an overall picture of what the habitat underwater looks like. The Milwaukee Estuary is the confluence of 3 rivers. Viewing this system as a whole, ecological system, is our goal. We've got a sonar here, right? So those are all little fish swimming underneath the boat. The seagulls are here for bait fish that come up into the harbor.
You see this little midge fly here? It's only a couple millimeters long. If we don't have those flies, we don't have any fish.
This is a side scan sonar unit. I dropped in the transducer, which is hanging over the side there. You can see the bottom, right? 20 feet deep. The stuff that's in the water column are either fishes or it's rock. So that's single scan, sending a sound signal down directly below the boat. But what we can do is shoot these off to the left and the right of the boat. This is the left of the boat, or port. This is starboard. And these are the rocks. It's almost like shining a light in a dark room. Using GIS and GPS, I can develop a top-down image of what's on the bottom of the entire lake, or in this case, the estuary.
And then I got to drive the robot.
What? I don't want to drive the robot.
Where were you on Friday anyway?
On Fridays, I have my ice dancing lesson.
Since when do you take ice dancing lessons?
Since I took up ice dancing.
Uh-huh.
Look, you're carrying this part. It's fun. Hit the space bar.
So this is the ROV. In real time, we can see what it sees. There you are. Left and right on this one is change directions. we want to get to the rock, you line up east and then you swim forward to that. We can actually turn the lights on.
Ooh, whoa.
And you see all those things that are attached to the rock? Those are quagga mussels. Those are an invasive species.
Yeah.
They're taking all of the nutrients out of the water. And so
Yeah, that's part of our adjustment to an invaded system, is what can we do with this new system?
Yeah.
And we're still trying to figure that out with quagga mussels and the round gobies that I think you're probably seeing on the screen there.
And they're actually another invasive species. They can actually eat quagga mussels. The round goby has become one of the most prevalent species in Lake Michigan. What we are marine biologists for the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
It's not a marine system, it's not saltwater, but I always wanted to be a marine biologist, and I like the Midwest too much, so this is as close as you can get.
We are here to meet Russ Green.
Awesome. Well, he should be on board, so come on down and we can find him.
Will you hold this for me?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning. Nice to meet you. I'm Russ. I work for the National Marine Sanctuary Program.
I'm Diane.
Thanks for coming on the boat today. We work for NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Hey, I see you've already met Caitlin.
Hey guys, here's your GoPro.
Thank you.
We're really thrilled that you're here. We're exploring shipwrecks in the Wisconsin Shipwreck coast. We've got some cool technology and a lot of different team members who are contributing. I'm the superintendent of the Shipwreck Sanctuary here, and we were established in 2021. The communities along this area of Wisconsin shoreline got together and nominated this really special area to be a National Marine Sanctuary. Along with the state of Wisconsin, we manage a collection of 40 nationally historic shipwreck sites. You know, a boat like this can do multidisciplinary research that we contribute to the conservation of Lake Michigan. There's 18 National Marine Sanctuaries all across the United States, from Boston to the Florida Keys, San Francisco, way out to American Samoa. And we get a snapshot of history by looking at these shipwrecks, which, by the way, are incredibly well preserved because they're in cold, fresh water. But I'd like to introduce you to Brad Hibbert. Brad owns the company that operates this vehicle, so we're thrilled to have him on board to add his expertise to this.
Oh, nice to meet you. Well, today we're working with NOAA to deploy this AUV, which is an autonomous underwater vehicle to do shipwreck surveys. The advantage of this being an AUV is that you don't have to have a cable attached. So once you set it in the water, you program a path for it to swim around underwater and survey. So we can drop it down, it can go all around the shipwreck and collect a bunch of really highly detailed information for us. This one can go 1,200 meters, that's around 4,000 feet deep. Here we're going maybe a little over 400 feet.
About how many people does it take to man this sort of operation?
It takes almost 10 people to get this whole boat and crew to go out and perform this work. From the captain to deckhands, technicians, and pilots. Just to run the machine, it takes about 4 people.
Hi, Caitlin. Hi. So what are you watching?
So I'm actually just checking out some underwater footage of some of the shipwrecks that we have here in the National Marine Sanctuary. It's really important to visualize so we can learn a little bit more about the shipwrecks and understand how they sank. Some of our shipwrecks are in water that's too deep for divers to safely visit. When we have situations like that, then we can use ROVs and AUVs to go down and study these shipwrecks.
We took thousands of still images at high resolution, and we are stitching them together to make one big image. This right here is our hand controller, and we can manually pitch the vehicle nose up, nose down. We can roll it over, but we can also program it and tell it how to do that flight path for us. We autonomously program the vehicle to fly over the wrecks. We sit here doing absolutely nothing and just hoping the vehicle comes back to us, which is slightly terrifying and also really exciting when it comes back with all the data. I believe it brings history of the Great Lakes to the general public in a way that they've never really seen it before. I want this to be something that they can cherish for forever.
So we are the operational arm of NOAA. A lot of people know the military services. What they don't know is that there are 8 full uniform services, of which we are the smallest. Only 320 of us in the world, and we literally serve from Antarctica to Alaska. We are on ships and on airplanes. Most of the time when we're out on our big white research vessels, we're sailing the seas. The Great Lakes are its own unique challenge. The way that they operate a ship is a little bit different. The way that sound travels through the water is different in freshwater. It's a really unique thing to blend leadership and science and service all together.
I would like to thank everybody on the research vessel Laurentian. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, that's a wrap. Woo! Look how high it is on that tree.
And the picnic tables, it's everywhere.
It's covering the sidewalk.
Just stops.
Good morning, ladies. Hi, I'm
Hi.
Andrew's truck.
I'm Diane.
Hi,
Jack.
Nice to meet you
Nice
both.
to meet you.
I'm the director of the Planning and Parks Department for Algae County, and guessing you guys came out to see our historic covered bridge this morning, but as you can see, we have a little bit more going on. We had about 5 inches of rain overnight just in the last 12 hours, so.
Wow.
So what does a park manager do on a day like this?
You know, the first thing we have to do is just assess, what's going on with all of our infrastructure in the park. So we want to make sure that our people are safe, so people visiting the park. We have campsite north of here at Wabadonia County Park, and so first thing was to, make sure our campers are safe.
Where does all the water go?
Part of the park is actually floodplain. It will flood out as you see today, and then it will slowly head downstream back into the creeks and the rivers. Parks as open space serve to kind of retain some of this water so it's not flooding people's houses. We need those floodplain areas so that it can spill out and hold temporarily. Parks have a lot of uses, and it's not strictly about recreation. It can handle some of these floodwaters on a day like this where we have open space. It's not all paved over. Sorry about the short stay, but I got to get going.
Hold up. We have one more interview to do for our video.
Hi, my name is Lydia Salas, and I am a program coordinator for the Wisconsin Coastal Management Program within the Department of Administration.
Lydia, you work with Andrew Struck and his team on coastal projects. What kind of work do you do together?
We work with communities within Wisconsin's 15 coastal counties along the shores of both Lake Superior and Lake Michigan. Our coastal communities face lots of different hazards, including flooding, but also bluff erosion, waves, and fluctuating water levels. The Wisconsin Coastal Management Program, you can think of it as this initiator, facilitator, collaborator, funder of coastal management work. And the guiding goal behind all of our work is to protect Wisconsin's Great Lakes coastal resources. I work with all levels of government to help share information, create resources, and develop projects that are going to support coastal management at the local level. It's important because it allows people to take ownership of the Great Lakes, to learn about them, and then to become stewards for them and play an active role in their protection.
What do you enjoy most about being a part of this process?
As you might have guessed from my career choice, I love water. The coasts are these really dynamic environments. They're also a place where people are living, working, and recreating.
It seems like people need to have a relationship with the resource before they can care enough to take care of it.
Exactly.
That's a wrap.
My journey took me north into Wisconsin's Lake Superior Basin, where Fish Creek winds its way towards the Big Lake. Here, I met Matt Hudson from the Burke Center, whose team works alongside the Wisconsin Coastal Management Program to protect trout streams, fight erosion, and restore healthy habitat for the future.
This is a chunk of the old Highway 2. You may be wondering, why would a chunk of the highway be way down here? Back in 2018, this was the site of a huge flood event. So much water rushed down this stream. It got all plugged up with debris, and eventually the road embankment completely washed out chunks of highway all over the place. And we're gonna go check out some more of the damage that was done from this flood event and what we're doing to help repair some of that damage.
Awesome.
Come on. This used to be woods. Just imagine a 30-foot wave of water coming through and the damage it can do. That wall of water just ripped open in a completely new stream channel. Have you ever seen a boiling spring before?
I don't think so.
The ground is boiling because there's a ton of groundwater coming out of the ground right here. And if you feel it, it's really cold.
Oh my gosh.
And that cold water is one of the really key things about this stream. This is a really, really good stream for trout. But back around the turn of the 20th century, we cut all the trees off the landscape. That caused a lot of sediment to get into the stream and cover up a lot of the boulders and the rocks and the gravel, the things that the fish really need to spawn and to survive. It caused the fish populations to plummet in Fish Creek. So we're really trying hard to keep that sediment out of the river so the fish have a chance to really thrive in this stream.
I mean, there's a lot of logs down. I don't know if that's from the flooding or...
Actually, these log structures that are in the stream right here, we put those there. Streams like complexity. It creates really great habitat for fish. It helps to stabilize the streams. And at the same time, get some vegetation growing in here, right? Because that'll help prevent erosion and stabilize things too. So we've been planting a bunch of little tiny trees. We had a crew come out here this spring. They planted 3,000 trees in 4 hours. Try not to step on them.
Yeah.
This is another thing we're doing is reestablish the forest and the vegetation in here. This is where The old stream channel came in. At the one end I showed you before, there was no water coming out of that end, right? On this end, we've got all this water pumping out of there. So that's pure cold groundwater coming into the stream right here, and a lot of it.
Yeah.
So this area becomes really important for fish habitat.
And how are you measuring the impact? Are you measuring the turbidity or taking water samples of some sort?
Yeah, that's a really great question. We have a new project actually to measure the amount of sediment that's coming down the stream. But we also want to try to keep some of that sediment that you see here out of Lake Superior, which is where Fish Creek ends up. Gabby,
Hi.
this is Gabby Buckholt. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm Terry. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
So Gabby works with us during the summer. Gabby, what is it that you do that's part of this project?
I spend a lot of time coming out here when all of our other summer staff is out here taking pictures, taking videos, documenting all of the work we do. Recently, we've been doing fish surveys and track if there's changes in the fish population and putting that out there for the world to see.
One of the things we try to do at the Burke Center is tell them the story. Why do we care about these streams? We also get people like Gabby real world experience in what it's like to work in freshwater science. Our long-term goal is to reduce the amount of sediment getting into the stream by about half from what it was before we started our work.
I bet it takes a big team.
We're really hoping to play a role helping with the education of the next generation of freshwater stewards with the work that we do. To feel like you're making a meaningful difference is really what inspires me to keep doing this work. The reason I wanted to bring you here to this beautiful beach on Lake Superior is that Lake Superior has been the site of the formation of blue-green algae blooms. That's when the water turns like a green paint kind of color, and it can cause human health issues, it can cause issues for wildlife. Not something that you expect to see happen on Lake Superior, which has this reputation as being this pristine environment. 10% of the world's fresh water right here. It's the largest lake in the world by surface area. We're part of a multi-team effort to try to collect data and research from the lake to try to understand what's causing these blooms and whether or not there's anything we can do to prevent them. Hey, Elise.
Hey.
How you doing? It's great to see you out here on a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Terry.
Hi, Elise.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming out and helping us.
So Terry, I really look forward to seeing your video.
All right, take care.
Yeah, have a great day.
Thank you, you too. So, can you tell me about the algae blooms? Like, what's going on over here?
Yeah, Lake Superior, as you know, is a beautiful, crystal clear, pristine lake.
Right.
Well, nobody wants to go swimming where there's an algae bloom. So what we're doing is we're going out once a week, collecting samples, and we're getting information on pH, dissolved oxygen, turbidity, all sorts of measurements. Blue-green algae blooms love warm water. So on any sunny, super hot day, the water gets really warm in the 70s, it's more likely that there's gonna be an algae bloom.
Okay.
But we are seeing, maybe some more runoff from excessive flooding events.
Yeah, like the one at North Fish Creek.
Exactly, yes. Those flood events can bring excess nutrients into the water that can also lead to an algae bloom. This is not a huge issue in Lake Superior compared to some of the other Great Lakes, but it is just really weird. We just want to figure out why it's happening.
Yeah. Just down the shoreline, another team is working on a different part of the story. At the St. Louis River Estuary, scientists from the Lake Superior National Estuarine Research Reserve, supported by the Wisconsin Coastal Management Program, study how rivers and Lake Superior meet.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Terry.
I'm Deanna.
Nice to meet
This
you.
is Callie.
Nice to meet you, Terry.
It's really nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you guys for coming out.
We're gonna have a bit of an adventure today.
It'll be a blast.
Do you have everything you need?
I think so. I got my camera and my boots.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
So I wanted to ask you guys, can you explain what an estuary is and the importance of it?
Yeah. It's a little different up here in the Great Lakes. We don't have salt water, and usually salt water is a big part of an estuary.
Right.
But here, it's two chemically different bodies of water.
Okay.
And they meet in this big, wide river mouth, and they mix together. Really nutrient-rich water that's warm, cold water in Lake Superior.
Okay.
Lake Superior is coming up into the St. Louis River right in front of us here. And it's making this incredible diverse habitat.
Okay, cool.
That we're gonna go out and actually see today.
Nice.
And this is where we work.
It's beautiful. Wait, where's this place that you work again? Can you?
Yeah, right. It's the Lake Superior National Estuarine Research Reserve. And what we do is research, education, and stewardship in this really amazing place at the headwaters of Lake Superior. Oh, this is gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
So what are we waiting on?
Addie! Addie!
Hi guys. Hey. Ready to go for a boat ride? So I'm gonna have you grab the boat really quick. It's gonna come in a little hot. Thank you. Hi, I'm Addie.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Terry.
Terry, oh no. This will fit you.
I'm gonna meet you out there in a little bit, but Addie and Callie got you. Good luck.
All right, everyone ready?
Yep.
Great, let's head out.
So where are we going?
We're going to an island called Walleye Alley.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's one of our tree monitoring sites.
Cool.
We did some tree planting there about a year ago.
Okay.
And we're gonna go check on the trees and see how they're doing.
There's multiple islands up here on the upper estuary, so we're doing monitoring on them for the emerald ash borer.
Wait, what's an emerald ash borer?
I can answer that question. One of the predominant species of trees in this area is black ash, the emerald ash borer. It's a little green beetle that bores into the ash trees and actually disrupts the tree's ability to take in water. Trees that are affected by emerald ash borer almost always die. One of the things that the reserve is trying to do is plant more trees that respond similarly to the way that ash trees work to make sure that these forested areas of the estuary stay safe and are able to rebound.
All right, here we go. We're gonna head to the island.
Okay.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Nope, you need this.
Thanks.
Yep. Boom. Like a parking spot.
Nice.
And then tie it around a tree.
Okay.
All right, we're here.
Amazing. I've got gloves and a hard hat for you.
All right.
The reason we're going to wear hard hats today is because if you look up, we've got a lot of dead ash trees. So we just want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves while we're out here. Okay. This is our tree monitoring plot. It's a system that we can come back to year after year and see how our tree saplings are doing. So we've got one right here. It kind of looks like a little stick sticking out of the ground. They can kind of hide. We've got like swamp white oak, we've got red maple, we've got black spruce, we've got all of these different species out here that function similarly to these ash trees. They thrive in wetter conditions. We're measuring the height in centimeters, so how tall this little sapling is, the width, and the other thing we look for is browse. Tree saplings can be really tasty snacks for wildlife. We have planted about 32,000 saplings, about a 3-year project. I love that there's so many different things that you can learn about when you're in the outdoors. Being able to work here and learn from the people that have been here for a long time and know a lot more about this place than I do has been a really great opportunity.
This is what I wanted to show you. It probably doesn't look like much, but it's one of the most important plants in the whole Upper Great Lakes region. This is Manitowoc wild rice.
Oh, okay.
We're in Ojibwe territory here, and Manitowoc is the reason that Ojibwe people came here. Manitowoc had been growing here for hundreds of years, but the conditions of the estuary were really polluted. It wasn't able to thrive for a long time. All of these fields behind us here, 10 years ago, this was open water, and it took, Fond du Lac Band of Ojibwe and 1854 Treaty Authority and all of the DNRs and everybody all working together for a decade
to get to here.
To see what we're seeing this year.
That's crazy.
It's an incredible rice year.
Oh my gosh.
This one's just finished up flowering, but the seeds are gonna come in up here. And once those seeds come in, that's what actually feeds everybody.
Okay.
Ooh, there's a little bit of a seed coming off right there. So when that's right, it's time. We should send you home with some wild rice.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
It's a sensitive plant. Taking care of this is one of the most important parts of my job.
Yeah.
The trees hold the islands together. The islands hold the wild rice beds together. It's all an interconnected system.
So cool.
Yeah. I feel so connected to the natural world, and I think that is part of what humans are supposed to do. It's our job to really take care of it.
And you get a mix of both being out in the field and in the office and talking to people, right? It's kind of that
I
hybrid.
mean, there's maybe more emails than I want some days.
You know.
But I get to be out in the field. Yeah. And see what's going on.
That's
like knowing that
awesome.
the rice is ripening.
Yeah, I would love to do this. It's so cool.
Yeah, well, you know, we have an internship.
Yeah. Maybe I can take some sample and bring it to my class. Yeah.
Yeah. If you take that back to your class,
okay,
things are gonna
we'll
be
get
good.
an A. We'll get an A.
Oh, it's a recording, sorry. Andrew's gonna let me blow the whistle.
From shipwreck hunters to estuary scientists, we got to meet real people whose careers are shaping the future of our Great Lakes.
That's the mission of the Wisconsin Coastal Management Program, too. For more than 45 years, they've partnered with communities, scientists, and educators across our state, making sure the Great Lakes coast is protected and that the next generation has opportunities to build their own careers in stewardship.
There you are, young lady. We were gonna walk down the hallway in a 3-shot walk and talk.
Sorry. I don't know. It's a lot. We can be anybody we want. You know, we could just keep making videos. We're really good at it. So who will we be? Who are we now? My name's not even Diane. It's Avery.
I knew it.
You don't have to be some certain way for us to like you, dude.
Yeah, we like you just the way you are.
So, what else don't we know about you?
I guess you guys don't know that this isn't my first time into the outdoors. Used to be just me, my camera, and the outdoors. But I don't know, new school, new friends, new name.
Well, there's a lot you guys don't know about me, and that's a good thing. We need the mysteries. The mysteries make life interesting. And you have every reason to like who you are. I like who I am, because I'm the wind, baby.
I suppose I wasn't as forthcoming about my ice dancing lesson. Listen, Avery, here's what I know. We're all just figuring it out. And whether it's clear or not, no doubt, the universe tends to unfold the way it should.
I guess after everything we've been through, I just want to tell you guys, there's no one I'd rather go into the outdoors with.
The following organizations have provided funding for this Into the Outdoors television series.